Hi everyone, it's me, Marcy. This is another Magic Meals with Marcy. Sorry it's been a couple of weeks, but I took a holiday. I mean, everyone else got to, so I decided to too. So Happy New Year. I hope everybody's doing well. And if you're looking to eat a little bit better, this is the perfect place for you to come. You know my daughter Lillian. She's there blocking the camera.
Trying to get it so it shows both of us. Right.
Okay, well I also need to show what we're doing, sweetheart.
Bam. All right, there.
My assistant. Today we're gonna make crepes because sometimes it's a little fun to have breakfast for dinner. So crepes can be breakfast, it can be dinner, and you can even sweeten them up a little bit and have them as a dessert.
Having them for dinner?
Of course, that's what I do here is I show people what we have for dinner so that they can learn how they can do it for themselves.
Oh. I thought we were just making these.
No,
right.
no,
well,
we're having them for dinner. So the thing with crepes is you want to let the batter rest for a couple hours. So I just got off work. We're gonna put the batter together and we're gonna let it rest, and we'll come back a little bit later and show you how they come together. So to make crepes, you need a cup of flour. If you have whole wheat flour, that's even better, but we've just got regular flour, so that's what we're using. Another nice thing about this meal is it only costs a couple of bucks to make. So it's always a bonus in my book. If it tastes good, if it's healthy for you, and it doesn't cost a whole lot. We've got a cup of 1% milk here. Yeah, you want to put our 2 eggs in. And we're just going to mix it all together. We don't need to worry about wet ingredients and dry ingredients. We're just going to mix it all together because it's going to rest and come together real nice anyways. We got 1 tablespoon of melted butter.
That was what I was going to say.
And then also to keep it a little bit lighter, we're going to replace some of the butter from the original recipe and we're going to use a tablespoon of applesauce. So we've got a tablespoon of applesauce and a tablespoon of melted butter in here.
Then we going to put...
And then we're just going to put about a quarter of a teaspoon worth of salt in.
This one?
No, that's a pinch. That is a pinch. But, you know, we're going to do more like that kind of a pinch. A mommy pinch. Alright, then we're just going to beat it all together. You want to get it mixed first.
You want me to hold the bowl?
Sure. And once it's blended well together, we're going to increase the speed.
And it will look like pancake batter. Whoa, that was not good. Alright, I'm just gonna put that there.
Simple as that. We just mix everything together, and then we're going to cover it with some plastic wrap, put it in the fridge for a couple hours, and then we'll come back and make some crepes. See you then.
See you in 2 hours.
Alright, hi everyone, we're back. The crepe batter has been chilling in the fridge for about 3 hours now, which is fine. You can even leave it overnight if you want to make it the day before. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on an apple walnut filling to go either inside or on top, however you like to dress up your crepes. What we're going to need for that is in here we've got 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. I've got 2 tablespoons of agave nectar, about a half a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a cup of walnuts, a couple of apples, which we've already peeled for expediency's sake, and we're just going to dice them up, and a third cup of 100% pure maple syrup. The agave nectar and the maple syrup are unprocessed sugar, so they're a little bit easier for our body to digest. And the coconut butter, of course, is a little bit better version than butter for this kind of application. So that's what we're going to use. Alright, so I'm going to turn on my heat and get my coconut oil melting. And while that's melting, I'm just going to dice up my apples. And just like we do with the onions. Ooh. Take the middle out of that one. Ugh. Grab me one of those other apples we put. I don't think we want to use that one. That one didn't look so good inside. Hopefully these other ones are better. Yeah, much better. Thank you, Lil. Good thing we had a couple extra ones peeled. But just like when we did our pork chops, we're just going to slice off each cheek one at a time. And then we're just going to cut each cheek into sticks and the sticks into dices. Alright, our coconut oil is melted, so I'm going to put the agave nectar in there with it. Ooh. Turn the heat down just a little bit. We don't want that to sizzle too much. Set that over there till we get our apples diced. You don't want smoky apples. That would not taste good. Lil, please don't mess around by where I'm slicing. Thank you, sweetheart. And whenever anyone's cutting in the kitchen, you want to make sure you give them plenty of space so that nobody gets hurt. About dicing as opposed to trying to slice things fancy. It goes a little bit quicker. Alright, one more after this. Last one. You want to try, always whenever you cut something up for any recipe, you want to try to cut them up in as even sized pieces as possible so they cook better. Alright, so bring our oil and agave nectar back to the heat, put our cinnamon in, get our apple dices in there. I think I lost my assistant.
I'm back.
She's back. Alrighty. Can I have a spoon out of that drawer, please, Lil?
Just one?
Yes. Thank you. Stir that in until it's all nicely coated in the oil and the cinnamon. Oopsie. Had a jumper. Alright, and you can see that's just all nicely coated. And I'm going to actually move that over to this burner here. Finish cooking. We'll keep our eye on it, of course. And I'm going to bring this pan over here. So Lily, would you please go in the fridge and get our crepe batter out?
Something happened here.
I just spilled a little bit of maple syrup. It's okay. Bless you. What a cute little sneeze. Please put that in the sink. Thank you. Alright, we're going to give our pan just a minute to get hot. And you can see there's like no bubbles or foam or anything on our crepe batter, and that's what we want. You can even, if you have a nice big sieve, you can even take a sieve and strain the batter through a sieve once before you use it too. Just make sure you got it nice and smooth and got all the lumps out, but I don't have a nice big sieve, so I'm not going to do that.
And if you're wondering, we've done these before. She did these for ladies in her work, and we also did it because I had to do it for Girl Scouts before.
Yep. We altered the recipe a little bit from when you did it for Girl Scouts. We took out some of the fat and used a lower fat milk too. So it's a little bit better for us. Alright, let's get our pan just a little bit hotter. I like to use a 1/4 cup measuring cup. It's just the right size for my pan. Sorry, just gonna make sure we don't burn our apples in the process. Alright, I think that's...
Watch your fingers.
Yeah, always. That feels nice and hot. So we're just gonna take a 1/4 cup of the batter.
And I'm gonna come over here. What's up? I'm over here.
Put that in our pan, and as soon as we get in our pan's not quite hot enough yet. But I'll still show you the technique. Watch out, Lo.
Sorry, I'm trying.
You're just going to take and swirl your batter around your pan till you get a nice, thin, even coat all over the bottom of your pan. There
Why
you
is
go.
it so big?
Because it's the size of our pan. It's actually a perfect size for a crepe. And as you can see, I'm not using any special pan or anything like that. I'm just using my good old frying pan that you guys have seen me use 100 times on this already.
Can I make one?
Yeah, in a minute. It's taken a few seconds longer than usual because, like I said, my pan wasn't quite as hot as I thought it was. Would you get us a plate up out of the cupboard, please?
A what?
A plate?
Yeah.
Or out of the drainer?
Oh, I'm already getting one out of here, so.
That's fine. I'm just waiting for the edges to turn just a tiny bit brown and for the top to be all dry like that. You can see the edges are just a little bit brown.
Ooh, the apples smell good.
Apples smell good, yeah.
That looks like a very thin pancake.
It is a very thin pancake.
What?
This one is very pale because, again, my pan wasn't quite hot enough yet.
Right, well, it's still gonna taste good.
It'll still taste good, yes it will. So we flipped it over. We're going to try it brown it a few seconds on the other side. Sorry, I can talk. I really can. Stir those apples again.
You want me to do the apples?
I'm just giving them a quick stir.
Okay.
Let's see how we're doing here. Alright, we always get a trial run on these things. Like I said, that one's a bit pale. We probably won't serve that one. Now that our pan's just getting a little bit hotter, we're going to try this again. See if we can get a good one this time.
Can I do it this time?
Let me get a good one, then we'll do a few off camera, okay?
Alright.
Alright, so quarter cup of batter in the pan. We're going to swirl it around, get our nice thin layer. Turn that down below. And the waiting game. So that's the thing about food. Food doesn't tell time. It tells you when it's ready. Alright, yeah, this one's cooking up a lot better than the last one did. While we're waiting for this to brown up real quick, we're going to just go ahead and add our walnuts
Want me to stir them?
and our maple syrup. Yes, please.
Okay.
And again, the nice thing about doing breakfast for dinner is it's an inexpensive way to have a little bit of fun with dinner. And who doesn't love breakfast for dinner, right? And you can certainly make sausages or bacon or something like that to go with this if you like. Ham.
This good?
That looks good.
Alright.
Alright, that's much better. Still a little pale. I need to turn my heat up. That's not usually a problem I have. But you can see how it's just like kind of a lacy pattern on the pancake. We are going to want to let them get just a little bit browner than that. But that's how you want them to look. Nice and thin and with that like laciness on the edge. It's not going to be solid like a pancake. So we're going to make a few more of these, and we'll be right back when we get them all made. All right.
I got him.
Okay, we're on the last crepe here. It's in the pan. They've been coming out a little bit more like what I was expecting. Just waiting for this one to brown up a little bit so we can flip it. I don't know what Lily's doing. A little dance over there doing something. I don't know. Good help's so hard to find these days.
Oh, wow, thanks.
Love you, sweetheart. Alright, I don't think this one's quite ready to flip just yet. 2 more seconds. They really only take about 30 seconds on the first side, maybe about 10 on the second side. So they don't take a whole lot of time to cook. There we go. Let's see if I'm going to regret doing this on camera. Nope, got it. Aha. That was even left-handed. I'm pretty impressed with myself. Our apples are nice and warm and gooey and tender, so they'll be just ready to go on our crepes when this last one is done. Alright, Lil, you want to grab another plate out of the strainer there? And you can see a little better on this one, the lacy pattern like I was talking about. Not where it's solid brown like on a pancake. Turn the heat off. And then, can you grab the cream cheese? Cream cheese that we made? Oh, I like said. And then this is just some cream cheese that we made. We just mixed it up with a little bit of agave nectar and vanilla extract. We're going to take our crepe, our beautiful crepe that we just made. Take a little bit of our cream cheese filling here. Just spread it on there. If you've got a piping bag and more patience than I do, you can certainly fill a piping bag with the cream cheese and just pipe it along the crepe. But since we're going to roll it up anyway, we're just going to do this. Roll it up. Take a spoonful of our apple cinnamon mixture and put it right there on the top. Lily, you want to give it a try and tell everyone what you think? No? Well, I will then.
Pass, psych. Alright, give me a fork.
Alright, there you go.
Alright, how do I try this?
Just,
Is it hot?
it's warm. Get into it down here where the apples and everything are.
Oh, as they fall off?
Well, and scoop them back up. You already know you like the apples. Maybe not that big a bite of just the crepe. Cut off a little sliver of that.
I'm just gonna...
There you go. That'll work too. Get some of the apples, the crepe and the cream cheese. Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs up. All right. Until next week, Magic Meals with Marcy.